Welcome back to Corbett Field with our player of the game. Back-to-back nights with walk-offs. Again, a very easy choice. Dalton Bowling with the walk-off 3-run home run in the bottom of the ninth inning. Before we get to there, let's talk about your approach tonight. I saw pushing a lot of balls to right field. The previous at-bat you just talked to me about moments ago, hit the ball hard to right field. Then you come up here again in the ninth inning, take the ball the other way, snuck it over the right field wall. Going back to the last couple weeks, I know it's been a struggle for you offensively, but you've been battling through it. How good does it feel to finish it up? We're here tonight with a big blast.
It feels pretty good. I mean, my approach the whole game was to go right field. We talked about it as a team, actually. Wind was blowing out to right today. If you got the ball in the air to right field, you had a good chance of getting a hit or even a home run. Wind kind of died down today, but I kept that same approach, and I got it on the line. Miklos was telling me a lot today, too. My approach was staying good, especially in BP, so I just kept that same approach, got a fastball, let it travel deep on me, and I got a good piece of it, and good things happened.
Well, it paid off. Now, that ball, I think, was destined to get over the head of the right fielder, Koski, but it snuck over that right field wall. Did that catch you off guard? Did you think it was gone as you were rounding?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, earlier, my second to last at bat, I hit a ball pretty well out there. It didn't really go anywhere, caught for a line drive out. So I was just trying to get to second as possible. I knew Buckle was going to score, at least tie it up. And I was just trying to get to second base in scoring position to give us a chance to win. Hopefully it did snake out, and we got the W.
Top of the ninth inning, you guys fall behind once again after the 2-run shot. What was the energy like in the bottom half of the ninth inning, trying to keep your minds into it and focusing on coming back?
This team's awesome. I mean, they never give up. I mean, you can see it back-to-back nights, down 2, find a way to win both nights. I mean, the energy's awesome. We got people stacking hats on each other. I mean, we just don't give up. We're a team that can put up 10 runs with no doubt every single day. So we're never out of any game.
No doubt about that. You guys played this Fremont Moo team very close back last week, and I'm sure this was circled on the calendar once again, getting to face them one more time. How nice does it feel to pick up a dramatic win like this against that ball?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, just like when we were in Fremont, I mean, they're a really good team. They hit the ball really well. They pitch really well. Defenses are overall they're a good team. So being someone like that is very good. And at home. Took 2 out of 3 there. We're looking to take the sweep here at home, and this is the Dogs' house.
Well, they'll look to take step 2 of 3 tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch. Once again, Sabre Dogs win it by a final score of 10-9. Dalton Bowling, your hero after the 3-run shot, is first in a Sabre Dogs uniform. So many huge pieces, and one of the biggest pieces was Alex Miklos. We have Alex Miklos coming up to the booth right now, so we'll actually, without taking a break, toss straight to this interview. Head coach of the Expedition League champion 2021 Sabre Dogs. First ever championship in Sabre Dogs history. How does that feel, Alex?
It feels great. It feels great. I don't know much else to say. Obviously, a lot of hard work has gone into it. The players have been great all season. I was talking to our guys just there after the game. I noticed before the game, all 10 guys in our starting lineup, between our starting 9 and our starting pitcher, we're all guys that were committed to the team before the season began. So they were here. They finished the drill. They played hard all summer. And just an awesome team effort just all around.
No doubt. And I think the one adjective to describe this season was that it was a grind. You know, I just mentioned on the broadcast that there was at one point where you and your 8 All-Stars were away from Minot for almost a month, grinding on the road. At that point, you had already clinched your playoff spot winning the first half. Yet you guys still played hard every single day, picked up wins, night in and night out. Tell me about the character of this ball club and how you were able to instill that winner attitude in these players.
Yeah, I think it was just from the get-go. We talked about playing hard, playing fast, playing the game the right way, and giving everything that they had to each opportunity every day. Clinching the first half, I think maybe even let off a little bit of pressure and let guys kind of free up and just keep playing hard. And it gave us the ability to rotate some other guys in there. And, you saw it with guys who didn't play as big of a role in the first half, a guy like Reese Anderson, a Jared Breedwell, a Gunnar Magrin, who, they're in our lineup for, probably the last 3 full weeks of the summer every night. And, are huge pieces of what we did and accomplished tonight. So, credit to those guys who, kept grinding it out, kept coming to the ballpark with the right attitude every day, kept showing up early, kept getting better, kept grinding it out. And a credit to the guys that were in the lineup every night for most of the summer, and, an Alan Greer, a Justin Cooper, Steven Moretto, just guys who, as it all kind of came together, it became very clear, this is our lineup, this is how we're going to roll. You guys saw that with our 4 lineups in playoffs, being the same lineup every night. Those guys all earned that trust and earned to be in that spot. So, it was just really fun to, put it together and just kind of stand back and let them do their thing.
No doubt about that. And you got to win here at home in front of a packed house, a loud crowd. You had plenty of former players, family, Sabre Dogs fans around the country tuning in tonight, about 1,000 on our YouTube live stream. How cool is it to win in front of a crowd like that and have a fan base support your ball club like this?
It's great. It makes it easy to come to the ballpark every night. We got a beautiful ballpark, a beautiful surface. The facilities guys here take great care of it. It's a fun surface to play on. And then you got the fans here in Minot that have been behind the team all summer. They continuously show up to the games. It's a fun atmosphere to play in front of. With a long summer like this, there's days where it's hot out. You're playing on hot turf, and your energy can be down a little bit. So the fans really provide a lot of that energy.
Absolutely.
When they're getting behind the team every night, and there's a lot of exciting moments throughout the summer. So many to count. I don't want to go through them now, but I think that the guys, it's a special thing. It's a special league where, a lot of these guys come from all over the country, right? And they don't get to experience this part of the country a whole lot. So they got up here, and I think they bought into the community right away, and the community gets their back and supports them. And it's just kind of special to see, those guys just kind of, all their sayings about, why not Minot or wake up Minot, all.
It's a dog's house.
It's the dog's house. That's right. So just all the these guys just bought in. The community's bought into these guys. It's just fun to see the interaction and the support. It makes their job a lot easier. It makes my job a lot easier. And they just have a lot of fun playing in front of the crowd like that.
No doubt about that. Now, what about your coaching staff? Michael Newstrom and Ben Schweinfurth were a huge part of this success as well. Could you speak to their contributions a little bit?
For sure, yeah. I mean, it was funny going through the process of bringing in. I was signed on from, I think, the end of September, early October, and it took me a long time to find some assistant coaches that I kind of gelled with. And, Ben reached out to me pretty late in the process, sometime in the middle of the spring. And Mike was a suggestion from a friend of mine. And, Ben had a great relationship with all the players on the team. He's a very personable guy, easy to get along with, kind of helped with the mojo of the team all year. And Michael kind of being our, pitching coach and down in the bullpen with our guys as they're preparing for games, whether it's a midweek bullpen, leading up to a start, or in the bullpen getting ready to go into a game. Great job with our pitchers all year, helping them instill a mindset of aggression. And just, making small tweaks here and there, mechanical adjustments or mental adjustments. And just kind of, that was kind of our heel, right, our Achilles heel for the beginning of the season was our pitching staff. Was, we were putting up a ton of runs, but the pitching was kind of a question. And I just talked to the guys down there after the game. Was, obviously our offense put up huge numbers all year. That's a great thing. It helps you win a lot of ball games. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and postseason play, it's pitching and defense that's going to get it done. And what we did in these 4 playoff games was extremely special, especially with what, if you look at our team ERA or something like that throughout the year. It's not going to turn too many heads. We're right there in the middle of the pack, but they came out and just absolutely dealt all postseason, and it was from a variety of guys. So, we couldn't have done that without our 2 assistant coaches. Mike and Ben, they kind of handled most of the pitching stuff and did a great job with it.
Absolutely. Just allowed 6 runs through 4 games this postseason on the pitching side of things. Now, your final question here. What was your message to your guys? I know you don't want to probably share everything, but what was your message to them after that, after completing the long haul, an absolute grind of a season, and, thanking them one last time and letting them know how special this moment was?
I was really proud of them. It's a tough thing to do. Anytime you're in an opportunity to win a championship, it's a special thing. It's a special bond that they'll have with those guys, the coaches, the players, the community for the rest of their lives. Hopefully it's something that they'll always look back on fondly. But my biggest message was just that I was proud of them. We talked about it all year, playing the game the right way, playing the game hard, taking every day as a learning opportunity. We knew we were going to make mistakes, right? And making the adjustments, as they came and learning from them. And I thought all of our guys bought in to that message. We had a lot of young guys on the team. That was intentional. We wanted to get guys in here that were hungry to play, develop, and get better at the game of baseball. But we also had guys, I keep bringing them up, but Steven Moretto, right? Older
Absolutely.
Guys, really take on a leadership role and kind of set a tone, set an example for the younger guys. And, he's a guy that just makes my job super easy. I could talk about any single one of our guys, but when it comes down to it, we had 47 guys on our roster throughout the season. We're down to 21 here to finish things off. So just a huge credit to those guys. Proud of them for finishing the drill, for wanting to be here, and just making the most of that opportunity.
Absolutely. Once again, your head coach of the 2021 Expedition League champions, Alex Miklos. Alex, enjoy this one. Congratulations. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to hear you.
Once again, Alex Miklos. He'll be heading back down to the field to go enjoy the trophy right there. Have some fun down there. It's going to be a good time. I'm sure a very fun night for you guys in the future. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, our final thoughts on 2021 will be coming up next. Welcome back to Corbett Field with our player of the game, 6-5 Sabre Dogs win in style, Colin. That was a wild game. Now, we saw a crazy back-and-forth affair on Sunday. Another one here tonight. Of course, you're victorious in this one. But before we get into this game, between those two, which one was wilder?
I would have to say probably the one 2 nights ago. I mean, this one was great, but we just kept on being relentless. And I'm glad we were able to just fight back and keep it rolling.
No doubt about that. Relentless, the perfect adjective to describe you guys this season, constantly battling back. You saw the Spuds battle back and tied that game up. You were behind the plate calling this entire game. What have you seen from your pitching staff, including Kanan Morrow, who tossed very good 3 initial scoreless innings and then struggled in the back end? What did you see from your guys? Then Kirkpatrick coming into a tough spot, keeping this game as close as possible.
I just love it that our guys are fighters. Even Kirkpatrick today, coming back after giving up a tough game 2 nights ago, coming back and dominating. He did awesome. Eric at the beginning of the game, he didn't have his best stuff, but he was just pounding the zone, getting early contacts, and our defense was able to make plays behind him. And Kanan, I mean, he was dominant through 2 or 3 innings, and then it had one tough inning, but Kirkpatrick was able to come back and get some outs to close it out.
No doubt about that, and base running has been a big key for you guys this year, a big area of success, leading the league in stolen bases. But it's not only that, taking extra bases, and we saw you do that there in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's probably about the 1,000th time we've seen a Sabre Dogs base runner take more than 1 base on a wild pitch. You did it there to score the go-ahead run. Walk me through your mind right there, what was going on in that play.
We're just all about aggression. I mean, especially in a tie ball game, if you have a shot to score, you got to take it. Coach Mick always says if we make mistakes, he wants us to be aggressive mistakes. So you just got to go all out, and if they were to get me out, they would have had to make a perfect play. And Bo tried to take 2 on that 1 hit to the right side, and they did make the play, but we just were able to pull one out there at the end.
For sure, for sure. You've been here now for a year and a half, obviously here in 2020. Big crowd on hand tonight. I don't think I've heard it louder than we saw it, or we heard it, I should say, in the bottom of the 9th inning. Do you agree with that? Have you seen a bigger crowd here than that?
Absolutely agree with it. I mean, this crowd is electric, and as we keep winning, they just keep getting louder and louder, and we love it because we really just feed off that energy. And we love the fans, and they keep us going, absolutely.
For sure. And then I got to ask, you're behind the plate, probably the toughest position to wear jorts in a baseball game. Of course, jorts in sports night. I don't know if the fans can see it right now. How was it catch you back there in the jorts?
It wasn't quite as bad. I mean, the short jorts were able to give me a little extra flexibility there. They're not quite as restricting as normal jeans,
okay.
So it was still enjoyable. It was definitely a unique experience.
Love that. Love that. A unique ball game tonight. A 6-5 Sabre Dogs win with plenty of twists and turns. Welcome back to the pregame show live here from Corbett Field. We're with Sabre Dogs outfielder Jordan Williams getting the start in left field tonight. Now, Jordan, your first game back yesterday after a rib injury that you dealt with about 2-3 weeks ago. Walk us through your recovery process dealing with that the last couple of weeks and getting back onto the field.
Gotcha. Well, it started off with the steal to third, and it was actually my hip, a hip pointer injury. It was really bad bruise, and it was just not a really fun process of getting back to it, but just listening to what my trainer told me, just stay active and just rest and ice, and that's pretty much all I've been doing. And getting back on the field, it just feels really good. And when I stepped in the box yesterday, I was actually really comfortable and worked out a walk. Then and just going to work in today, I feel really comfortable. So
no doubt. And walk me through that play a little bit as well against the Trappers when you did slide in. If I remember correctly, you actually stole third before that, scored. It got overturned. Was it the second slide in which you hurt?
Yes, it was. It was the second slide. And I was thinking about that. I was like, man, if that call would have never happened the first time, that would have never happened. So just crazy how baseball works out, but just fortunate to be here playing right now, so that's good. So
for sure. And for you were swinging it really well. You would obviously come back, started to pick up a couple of big base hits in your return that week. Obviously, the numbers before you went home to Alabama were tremendous as well. I was talking to you before this, all-star caliber numbers in just about 15, 20 games or so.
Yeah.
How do you pick up right where you left off now after another couple of weeks off coming into tonight's ball game and the remainder of the season?
Yeah, I know that was pretty tough to see, but just seeing my teammates getting to deserve the all-star spot, it's really awesome to see, and then the rest of the team just competing to win games and just honestly just getting back into it and just go in and just swing it and play the game and get ready for playoffs, and just honestly just staying healthy is really important right now, and just playing with a great group of guys that's going to compete. It's just going to be fun. We'll see what happens.
For sure. You get back into the batter's box for the first time in a couple weeks yesterday. I'm sure you're a little antsy
Yeah.
up there, and they don't throw you a single strike. How'd that feel coming up there?
The first at bat, like I said, that was really comfortable. I didn't really feel anything different from where I left off, and I worked out a walk, and I was just seeing the ball really well. The next at bat, it was almost went actually deep, and that one felt great, but just had a little ground out. But other than that, I just feel really comfortable in the box and just see what happens today, catch a barrel, and see where it goes. So
Absolutely. Almost left the yard yesterday. Hitting a bullet off the wall, left field wall, down the left field line in foul territory. Now, when you were out, the Sabre Dogs did clinch their spot into the postseason after the first Lewis Division half championship. How special is that for you now coming back here, getting to play a significant role in this team like you did the first couple of weeks as we get to the stretch run and into the postseason?
like I say, it's great. I know every one of these guys are going to find a way to compete on the field, and really talented team, and then just playing to the best of our ability and put runs on the board and pitchers do their job, and I don't see problem us compete with any team. Right now I'm looking forward to the playoffs and just see where it goes, see what happens, just compete. So.
No doubt about that. Once again, Jordan Williams, left fielder tonight for your Sabre Dogs. Jordan, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Once again, Jordan Williams, the starting left fielder tonight for your Sabre Dogs. With that, that's going to wrap up our pregame show. We're about ready to say play ball here at Corbett Field. Game 2 of 3 here between the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks and Surrey Valley Sabre Dogs coming up next.